Oh! There's one. Did I get healed? I got healed. Do you need something? If you have one in your hand, what about a ring? There we go. What else? Maybe something on the head? I have no idea. Pour some water on your head. No? The ashes of the heart? I finally got to use them. Maybe these are not the right ashes? I have other ashes. Cinders. Maybe these are not the right ashes. Well, crap. What other ashes are those? Those are the only two I have. Oh, wait, what's this cinder? Well, I did something. Why lit her on fire? Good thing I'm not standing over there. Sorry! There's a door in there now. And I got healed again. Man, I'm getting healed all over the place. Alright, before I do anything, I want to go get the heart ashes. Again, just in case I need it. Oh, I need to take this off. Forgot I had it on. Just in case I need them. I'll just get a few. Yeah, just a few granules of ash. Temple door. Should I even be going in here yet? I don't know. Fuck it. YOLO. I hear chains. Oh boy! Oh hello, how are you? That eye is looking at me. I'm just gonna look around if you don't mind. Great eye in the sky. Hello? I wanna look around. Priest's letter. Want to actually read it, please? Oh, dear fucking Lord! Your Reverend Excellence, I seize the opportunity once again to offer you my gratitude and joy for the assignment which, with immense benevolence, you have assigned to me. That of bringing the good news, Jesus Christ, to the harsh and beautiful mountains. Coming unfortunately to less joyous matters, the intent of my letter is to inform you of the strange happenings which have occurred within the walls of the church in my charge, all connected to the presence within one of the lateral altars. Man, this is so hard to read. Of an excellently made marble statue depicts Saint Mary Magdalene in prayer. First of all, as soon as I settled in this parish, that's what it is. I don't even know what these words are. They're writing. I was informed of the arduous execution of the work which ended with its sculptor's death. I later noticed, dear Lord, I later noticed the strange devotion to the saint by some parish youths, all of them males. In fact, besides the usual lighting of candles and flower offerings, they placed upon the altar gifts worthy of pagan goddesses, such as milk, honey, and small flatbread, with the drawings of an ear of wheat. But the legends and the popular nativity did not shock me until I assisted in the breakup of an engagement because of the altar. A young shepherd who was going to wed but lacked every sacrament came to me asking which steps he had to take to be able to unite with his promised one. But as soon as he took his first glimpse of the statue, he was overcome by... Is this the brother? He was overcome by such amorous devotion towards it that he stopped visiting his promised bride. The young man's folly brought to fiery fights with his promised one, and at the end of the Mass one day, when he tried to forcefully take back his engagement gift, a bonnet embroidered in gold filigree, as is usually worn in these mountains, in order to give it to the statue. The disagreeable... Yeah, I guess that's disagreeable. Fight took place in the church, a few steps removed from the altar of discord, and it was my task to separate the two and try to consolidate them again. Consolate? Consolate. Sure, why not? Nothing succeeded in softening the boy's heart. He kept insisting that his promised one was not worth worthy of his heart, which was not now fully devoted to the saint of whom, moreover, he incorrectly named as Anna. His passion for the statue grew to the point that he spent his days praying in front of her, so much that I had to shoo him away, and one night I was disturbed from my bed by a strange noise coming from the church, where I found him embracing the statue as he wept. I remained hidden in the shadows to observe his movements, trying to find the right words to help him return to himself. However, I fell asleep, and when I awoke the next morning, he was no longer near the statue. Some time afterwards, some woodcutters told me they had seen him walk away into the woods. As of today, it has been 2 weeks since anyone has heard from him, and, with the cold of these past nights, no one believes he will be found alive, if he has truly been hiding in the woods. It is therefore with my heart full of sorrow that I turn to your excellent counsel. Okay. So does that mean I got another of those things. Does that mean that wow, I'm trying to think here. That he befell the same bewitching that we saw in the fairy tale and in this house with one of the two brothers. And I look straight up and I can look at the trees. I can't take my eyes off that eye. I mean, the eye's behind me, so obviously I could. So, am I being bewitched as well? Is that there? More maple leaves. Am I supposed to use the maple leaves for something? Because they are fucking everywhere. Legends! Here comes some more. Actually, did I write anything down from that note? No, I did not. So, legends. Elders say that the stranger had gone to the river seeking inspiration for the statue that he had been entrusted to do by the lords of the valley as a gift to the church, the one we just read about. And he died, by the way, so maybe this is where he dies. A penitent Mary Magdalene. Yep, this is what it is. The fishwife saw him perched upon a boulder beside them, drawing and sketching feverishly. He went on until he was tired and walked towards the woods. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words, guys. He walked for a long time, whilst the fear grew inside him of not being able to capture the subject and to be defeated by the white marble slab challenging him in his workshop. As he was thus consumed, he caught with the corner of his eye a flash of light. He turned and saw a young maiden running away amidst the trees. She was so graceful and nimble that he could not reach her. But he followed her until he lost her in the vicinity of the sawmill. There he told the woodcutters of his fleeting meeting, but they were unable to tell him who the young maiden he described was. They were struck, however, by his convulsive, good freaking Lord, there's something wrong with me, excitement, and one of them insisted on taking him home, telling the others, "I have a niggling he has just found the witch Anna." Afterwards, the woodcutter recounted that as soon as the stranger saw the slab of marble awaiting him in his workshop, he threw himself upon it and shouted, "There you are! You were imprisoned here!" And he immediately began to work on it. The woodcutter left and returned to his abode. He did not say anything to his wife, but the following morning he met the doctor and advised him to visit the stranger who he felt had been the victim of sunstroke whilst in the woods. He did not tell him about witches. When the good doctor arrived at the sculptor's house, he found the door open and the young man working on an already well-hewn statue. The young man was covered in perspiration and had a fanatical gaze. The doctor greeted him, but he did not reply. He therefore asked him about the statue he was working on, and he replied that he needed to finish it to be able to see her again. The doctor did not understand, but he advised him to eat and rest, and the sculptor told him he would after he had finished. The words of the young man struck the good doctor, who returned to visit him that same evening. He found him still at work. He managed to make him drink, but only by forcing a flask between his teeth as he worked. The next day, the doctor returned, accompanied by two big men who dragged the sculptor away from the statue and forced him to eat and drink. The third day, the doors of the windows were barred. The sound of the chisel filled the silence of the night on into the fourth day. The doctor asked the priest and local lord to intervene, but nothing could succeed in opening the door of the house. Then the sound of the chisel stopped, but not the work. Putting his ear next to the wooden door, the doctor could hear the stranger talk in his language as he smoothed the marble. His tone of voice was gentle, and it sounded as if he were talking to a beloved one. The doctor passed every night to check and left flasks of water near the door. When he saw that for the second time they had been left untouched, he called a pair of woodcutters, and with them he axed open the door. Unfortunately, when they entered, they found the young man dead of starvation and at the statue's feet. The statue depicted a young woman in prayer, covered only by linen cloth, bound under her bosom with a rope. She was beautiful, and the nobleman who had commissioned it was enchanted. But because of the tragedy accompanying its origin, he never placed it in the main church. But they said that they had. So again, somebody being bewitched by Anna. And I got another one of those things. Sculptor's Tale. Is it? A letter written by the parish priest reports that some youngsters had fallen in love with the statue of Mary Magdalene. Wait, I can use these? And the legend says the sculptor died upon completing his work on an icon of Mary Magdalene. What if it's the same statue? Anna's statue. Can I use that on the statue? Did I steal Anna's statue from the church? Oh, it's combining them! If I click on that now, I can still click on it, but it got rid of the statue. Mia's Sabbath. Hate towards Anna led to her being at the stake. Now I understand those paintings in the niches. They're retelling Anna's story, which we thought earlier. Okay. So me in the woods. No. Anna doesn't want that. Let's see which ones of these work. Anna. On that day in the woods, I met Anna. Why did I forget everything? It's probably a good thing you did. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this until I have as many of them combined as possible. That black figure wants me to stay. It wants me to find something out. Something Anna would rather conceal from me. But is that safe? Is that dark figure my true reflection? Is that figure me? Oh, look at the arms on the dark me. Ugh. Okay, since this is still here, does this mean I can use it on another one? Can't think of another one. That last one made the most sense. Can I use it on some of the combined ones? Have I killed? That makes no sense. I've never killed anyone. I don't know how you jump to that conclusion, but okay. Now maple leaves. Surely this monstrous representation of Anna comes from the medieval period. In those times, men considered Anna to be a sort of devilish entity. In the Bronze Age, she wasn't. Or rather, Copper Age. Oh, some of these I can only look at, so are those ones completed? It's me. I'm preventing myself from leaving. Why did I come here? What am I trying to remember? I don't know. Am I a murderer? I committed a murder and removed the memory of it? No, it's impossible. It's untrue. How could I forget? Most importantly, who did I kill? So when I complete these, I can't use them again. Anna's primordial cult has ancient origins. It has spanned time and centuries to reach me here now. Jesus. I want to stay. Alright, I have I want to stay left. Sculptor's Tale. Alright, I might have done as much as I could now until I get another one. Offering bowl with more maple leaves in it. Looks like an offering bowl. There are maple leaves inside.